Hello everybody, welcome. I'm TheChornick and this is my Elder Scrolls 6 theory series, and in this episode you can probably guess by the title this is about naval battles and wars at sea, any kind of battle at sea I guess you could say. Possibly we could have maybe some pirating quest as well. I also will discuss sky battles in this episode, and also warfare in general. So, anywho, to first off, I'm going to describe warfare and what I kind of want more out of the warfare in the Elder Scrolls, and I hope in the next game it's a lot more intense and it is longer, because I felt like in the previous game for like the Silver War questline, it was far too short in my opinion, and especially for like it was just taking little forts. And then like the ending city, and then you either defended or attacked Whiterun. So I mean it didn't have a short quest, I should say, but I didn't feel like it was intense enough, and I think it should have more a lot more broader of a battlefield as well, and more places than just forts and just cities as well. So maybe like open battlefields. I know they had the ruins that you attacked in the beginning, so that was nice. That's kind of like what I want more out of. So more like side quests, kind of like that, where you have to fight the enemy the same. You still have to kill them off with your team, but eventually but you could do more of that as well as actually fighting them to gain ground and to gain territory. I also hope that with gaining more territory and all that we could actually lose territory, perhaps, or maybe like we think we have territory, but then there's a quest line saying, oh, we lost a certain part of the land. Maybe we could have some kind of quest line with that even. But in terms of that, I hope that it will be a lot broader and a little bit more flexible and a lot more intense. To say for the warfare in the next game. I hope it is a lot more intense, because I mean we had catapults and there was, you know, a bunch of people saying, let's go attack, so, you know, but still I feel like it wasn't giving its all, in my opinion. I don't think it did as much, and like the destruction, nothing was able to be completely destroyed. The houses were either set to be destroyed by the game, or, you know, like you can't destroy anything yourself. You can only really kill people, so, or knock items over. So perhaps more of a destruction, more destruction onto houses would be nice as well in the next game. Alright, moving on, I will talk about naval battles, because I'm in a boat right now fighting these two pirates, I think they are. I forget, maybe there's something else, but they look like pirates to me. So it's some kind of bandit clan. So anywho, first naval thing I would like to talk about, any kind of sea battle, is that maybe we could have some pirate quest line in which we either become pirates or we can destroy some pirate clan in order to maybe gain some reputation out of maybe some naval fleet that we could gain to the top, maybe become some admiral, you know, like maybe that's the highest ranking one. So you know how we have like the companions and, you know, the Harbinger is like the highest ranking or something like that. Or, like, you get my point, like the highest ranking in like a group or guild, you know, and the some kind of naval marine or navy position of high authority could be some sort of thing you could eventually get to, as well as being part of the army. I think there should be other positions you should get to as well, and maybe different quest lines within the Civil War, or not Civil War in general, but like in general, any war can have a whole lot bigger, broader ways you could influence the war, and you have to do many different quests, in both on sea and land, and possibly even sky, which I'll talk to you about later. But back to the sea battle thing, I hope the sea battles aren't like basically like Battleship or something. Like, I hope it's not just about, you know, shooting the other ship. I hope you could actually go up to a ship and invade it and like take it over and kill everybody on it and then take over the ship or destroy the ship that way. I hope it doesn't end up being something like Assassin's Creed where you just, you pulled up next to a ship and fired a bunch of missiles at it. Or not missiles, cannons. But I felt like, I don't know, that was fine, I guess. But like, I would like to see more invading of other ships and taking control of your ship. I think you should be also, you could take control of it, or you could leave it, or for someone else to control, or like some kind of autopilot kind of thing, or perhaps it would just stop in its tracks. It depends if I don't know if I would like that more or not. But anywho, all right. Next thing I will talk about probably is the sky battles. And for sky battles, I believe that we should have, like such as dragons. We had the whole, with the DLC, we were able to fly on dragons and shout to dragons and make them obey our command, basically. And so, after doing that, they flew down, and then we were able to hop on them and basically kind of take control of them, but not really. Basically because of that, like, I didn't feel like we had much control. We did not have much control at all. They flew where they wanted to, and basically we just like pointed at who we want them to attack, or if tell them to take off or tell them to land or something like that. And I don't think we had enough control as we could have. And I hope there's a whole lot more options into controlling them and cruising them, like, and taking control of where they fly in the next game. Or maybe some other kind of animal. Maybe there's a different animal they could fly on. Or maybe there's a different animal that could... Or perhaps we could introduce animals into warfare as well in general. So, like, maybe you could have dogs. You will fight dogs, or you will bring dogs into battle, or bring some other kind of animal. Depending on which country you're in, I guess. You could probably have, like, some sort of, like, net or something attack your enemies or something. It depends on if they could be military trained. But, so some kind of animal battling would be cool as well. Or maybe you ride on a mammoth or something and kick butt on a mammoth. So, so in terms of that, I think that would be pretty cool. But back to the dragon thing, maybe there could be some quest line and some guild with dragon riders. And maybe you have to train to be a dragon rider. And maybe you could have maybe a Thume that allows you to control dragon. Even though that Bend Will shout was the most powerful shout technically that Skyrim pretty much had for the Dragonborn. Maybe there could be just a different shout that only dragon riders can know or something. Something like that. But yet again, that would kind of diminish the purpose of the all-powerful Dragonborn. But then, but maybe they could just tame dragons in other ways. Maybe they're just really, really skilled at taming dragons, and then you could have your own dragon, or find your own dragon. Maybe there's some quest where you find your own dragon, and then go on with there. So as you can see in this video, I'm not controlling this dragon at all. He's just flying by himself, and I'm just looking around. I could use magic and fire down at enemies, but he's like just flying for me. I mean, you could fast travel places too, but once he drops you off, he like leaves pretty much. Or he defends you for just a little bit while if you still have time, and then he just leaves. See, right now I just pointed at some goat on the road that I want him to attack, and he doesn't attack for a while. So it's like really, really hard to control him. And so hopefully in the next game we're able to control animals or the dragon in more ways, or better overall. So anywho, guys, thanks for watching my video. Please post what you think. Do you think we should have naval battles? Do you think, well, how they should act? How should warfare be in general? Should sky battles be implemented in the Elder Scrolls series? So what do you guys think? Please post in the comments below. Please subscribe if you wish to watch more of my Elder Scrolls 6 theories. Again, thanks guys for watching, and peace off.